Hello, hello everyone, what's up? It's me, V. We're back with more Shadow Dragon. Hey Christian, hey One Arm Over, I see y'all are already here. How's it going? I am... Gotta get my headphones back on. And apparently we don't have any desktop audio. That's awkward. Probably... No. Probably because I muted it last week after we did the raid, so that I could actually hear the person talking on stream while I did the map prep. Okay, let's see, hopefully... Time to make more Sita cucking jokes fuel your permanent fanfiction mode brain. I mean, you don't have to make Sita cucking jokes, you can make other kinds of jokes. My fanfiction brain encompasses all things. Hey Geyser, what's up? Let's... Also have, like, way too many tabs open right now. So, I was cleaning those up. Second. I hear cats being violent. I think Dante tried to come up here, but the other cat bullied him away. So, you know, we'll work on it. See, this playful, but Marth gets tagged. Oh my god. What a message. Alright. I believe I have all of the map prep done. I'm gonna start Revelation Night. Nice. Do tell me how you feel about it. Yeah, these definitely need swapped, okay? More fate slander, I see. Just break my heart, Kaiser. Just break it in two. There were no chests on the map, right? Just doors. It doesn't even matter if there's chests on the map, because Marth just has the magic chest opening thing. Did you name the rapier my wife? Indeed we did. Where did Marth go? Because his wife has to do everything for him. She's really the MVP of this playthrough. I like how his tome is trans, right? Like, you only get one. There wasn't enough character space to fit the S, so that's kind of been the joke. There's a really cool character you can recruit. Do I need to bring somebody I didn't bring for that? Sita's also had a few different variations on her lance. Right now it's the Cuck Spear, but it was your mom before. They'll go to Marth? Okay. I'm gonna make an announcement. Kane, Sita, and her boyfriends are having children, and you're gonna be God. So good. Okay, let's just start. I think I have everything in order. If I don't, then I guess we'll find out. You've done it, Marth. We're here. That's Altea beneath our feet. You're home. Countless days have passed since Stolar took my kingdom from me. Days I would never have lived had it not been for my sister Elisa's sacrifice, and the sacrifices of so many others. What became of your sister, and the rest of your family? What of them as well? My father, as you know, died in Gra. Last I saw my mother and sister the day the castle fell. The last I saw of my mother and sister was the day the castle fell. Sentences. Grammar. I last... Did he say I? I don't know, whatever. I do not know if they're still alive, but I hope that they do. What? Oh, sorry, okay. I have to get back into, like, the Shadow Dragon kind of archaic speaking pattern. Because my brain is trying to read this too modern. Because I thought he said, I do not know if they live, but I hope that they do. Fuck it, whatever. I'm having a bad day. I'm tired. Not a bad day as in I'm upset. A bad day as in I need sleep. I do not know if they still live, but I hope that they do. And if the enemy has them, I will rescue them. You can be sure of that. Sire, our preparations are complete. We're ready to march. Thank you. Thou must. Okay. I can't wait to get there then. Alteans and friends of the League, join me now. Help me set Altea free and ensure today is the last battle my people must endure. I'm also very thirsty. I'm gonna chug some water. They'th wouldn't needeth thine fuckery if they didn't want to findeth out. Oh, my brain hurts. I didn't make tea today. Okay, let's see. I'm just saying, thirst will kill you, man. Oh, is it Zane we get? He's a freelancer. Whatever that means. Let's see. Whom else? Where do we need to go? You'll find out. Do I have to fuck around first? This chapter's P-fun. Oh no. You can only go to one village? Do we get somebody out of it? What do we get out of it? For fun reasons. Oh. Is it like okay, who do we get from which one then? I need to know which one's hotter, basically. So just let me know. We get Aaron or Samson? See, Aaron is blonde. Okay, but is he hot blonde or is he like tragic blonde? You can be both. I should probably actually turn on the enemy range so that I know things. And Samson has blue hair and pronouns. Well, blue hair and pronouns in my army. More likely than you think. Did I leave my phone? Bathroom. I think I did. I left my other... I'm gonna be right back. I need to get my phone from the bathroom so I can look him up. We're having a bit of a disaster day. Okay. The phone actually wasn't in the bathroom, it was right behind me the entire time. If you're just joining me, I do have ADHD, how did you know? You would have never guessed. You would have never guessed that I have ADHD, I swear. I hide it so well. Okay, Aaron, Fire Emblem. Okay. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Got one hell of a cowlick. Fire Emblem Samson. Ooh, okay. I kind of think Samson's hotter. This is my first time in stream and you're already so relatable. I too am Fire Emblem Girlfriend. Let's go, Super Frubles. I love finding my people on Twitch. People usually just go with Iran for the weapons he comes with, but I'm not gonna lie. I know Iran's kind of blonde and stuff, and I really like that generally, but Samson's kind of hotter. So which village do I need to go to for him? I mean, I could always save, but, you know. Who needs a save state? Fun fact, Samson's FE3 portrait was used as a base for Sigurd's portrait. I think you might have mentioned that before. It sounds familiar. I'm actually not entirely sure what the enemies are gonna do, so we're just gonna do our best. Is it a good idea to bait the wyverns? We have a Rider's Bane. Oh, there's only like 3 of them. I could totally bait them. What's the worst they could do? Think they charge towards you? Okay then, I want to direct them into Sita and Minerva. And then we can have everybody else just roast them alive. Really, this entire game's economy just runs on girl bosses, and I don't have any explanation for why, but I am here for it. I do love it. So I'm debating if should I send Marth toward the villages already, or should I like wait for Zane to get here? Zane, what does Zane do? He has an iron sword that he apparently can't use. So I don't know how I feel about that. Samson is the right village, Aaron is the left. Okay, I will fuck that up. Zane's all over the place. Got it. I'm just gonna leave Marth behind, and then I can just have everybody else rush over and protect the villages. It'll be fine. Get him, Sita, and by get him I mean do a nominal amount of damage because I didn't give you your wing spear to hold. Happy Saturday! Hey Zen Freak, happy Saturday! How's everybody's Saturday been? What have y'all been getting up to? Strength, let's go! Okay, they're going around. Obviously, because there is rivers. I don't think they do effective damage against wyverns. You had to go over there, didn't you? Rude. And you go very far. I can't even give Lind this kill, maybe. Let's see. I love dealing 90 damage with Excalibur crit. We could theoretically have Merrick get the kill. But he's already level 12, and I don't know if, like, he could promote now, or if it's better to get him a few extra levels. I could give it to George over here, but Ogma could maybe use a little extra. Wow, that's pathetic. Okay, never mind. Marth, level up? For when you never get your promotion, my sweet lad? There's also Barst, but he's kind of OP. We're at the point in this game where I'm not even considering, like, who would be best to get the kill. I'm just, like... Or, like, I'm not worried about, like, killing and them not doing it. I'm worried about, like, who's gonna get the experience off of it, you know what I mean? Like, I could... Like, Ogma would be a good... No, let's do it. Cares. Alright, trans right. Trans right doesn't even do it! God damn it. This is why you need more than one. I just can the iron sword for fun. Precision kill. And then he's not gonna get strength because I'm playing Shadow Dragon. Oh, let's go. The trick to getting strength level ups is to complain about how you never get strength level ups. That way the game will want to prove you wrong. Do I have to open the door or something to get Zane, or is he gonna start coming over here, or what's going on? We'll leave it there. Ostrom will definitely be able to kill things, so we will definitely send him that way. Right now I'm absorbing the music. Hold on. Well, now I'm not because it's an enemy phase, but you know. How many chapters are in this game again? We're on 16, right? So there's probably like... I don't know, 10 more, probably? I will say the games go a lot faster when you don't have to do any paralogs. 25 chapters. So there's like 9. Unless Epilogue is a playable map. I just go to the wiki and see. Okay. I'll give you a clue on Zane's class. A new mystery. It's named to Chameleon. Yeah. No, I played Fire Emblem Heroes. He's in that game. I know. I know what he gets up to. So, is Lind just, like, not that good, or... is mine just, like, uniquely bad? Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. You don't have to fuck yourself, Christian. And if you did, you wouldn't have to tell us about it. I believe in your right to do your own personal private business by yourself. If you're into that. It's also totally healthy if you don't want to. God damn it, Ogma. Am I helping? You're making it so much weirder. At a certain point, I kind of feel like that's my job. So... mission successful. Listen well, because this is very important. There are 2 villages to the northwest of Altea. Westerly village is home to a paladin named oh, they just tell me. While the easterly village is home to a hero named Samson. They're both fine men and fine warriors, but their villages have been feuding for years. Y'all, hold up. Their villages have been feuding for years. You can only get one of them? They should kiss. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. Don't be a party pooper, Christian. You should probably resign yourself to the fact that you'll only get one of them to join your ranks. Give it some thought. The paladin to the west or the hero to the east? Fire Emblem Old Man Yaoi? Are they old? But yes, I do engage in quite a bit of Fire Emblem Old Man Yaoi. In fact, if you go find my Archive of Our Own account, I posted Manfroyveld fic like a couple of weeks ago. I actually got a comment on it. I was so excited because I was like, 10 people are gonna read this. I'm not gonna get any kudos or comments. And then somebody commented on it and I am living. I am alive. And Captain Killjoy here to drop a turd at the punch bowl bite me. Some people might be into that. You don't know. Did you just say engage in Fire Emblem? Like Fire Emblem engage, indeed. Bonds of fire connect us, love provides, protects us. Unironically, banger theme. Banger ass theme. It is consistently stuck in my head. And sometimes I do the really neurodivergent thing of listening to the same song over and over and over and over again. That's one of them. I have a feeling that enemies are gonna spawn out of these forts, and I'm gonna be really annoyed about it, but I don't care enough to stop it before it happens. So we're just gonna ignore it. And also, these guys are gonna take forever to walk around, aren't they? I'm mostly just trying to intercept the thief so he can't screw me. Engage, let's go. My current neurodivergent repeat song is Decinthes? I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Theme from Pokemon Legends ZA. I don't know if I've gotten that far yet. Eastern Village's Sammy got it. I have, okay, so, like, I have this theory that part of the reason why video games were more fun when I was a kid is because I couldn't just sit down and binge them for, like, 12 hours a day and finish them in, like, a week. So what I've been trying to do with Legends ZA is actually play it kinda slowly. So, like, play a couple of hours a day and then put it down for a few days and then pick it back up again and play a couple of hours. So I'm not super far. I'm probably only like halfway through the story, I think. Or halfway through the main missions, at least. And, you know, I'm actually enjoying myself a lot doing it that way. Because I was noticing I was also having, like, a lot of fun playing the games I was playing on stream. And I think it's because I literally do not play this game outside of this, like, 1 4-hour window once a week. So I have more time to, like, absorb it and, like, think about it versus just, like, slamming through. Because that's what I did with Rune Factory Guardians of Ozma. I got that game and I literally did not do anything else until I beat it. And so I played, like, 100 hours of video game in, like, 2 weeks. And it was a good game, like, don't get me wrong, but I kind of was so burnt out on it by the end. Wait, let's see. Cain and Abel are pretty even, so I guess we'll go in with Cain, and then we'll finish with Abel. And I'm sure you could make a joke out of that. Okay, I would say my biggest Fire Emblem Old Man Yaoi was Lambert and Rodrigue from Three Houses. That's what Sita said. There you go. It's okay, Abel. You already got quite a few strength growths. You don't need any more. I mean, you do, but, like, I won't rush. These guys have bows, but only 2 of them. And riders' beans. I completely forgot about the existence of Lambert. I probably would have too, if not for the torrid old man romance potential between him and Roderick. Good stuff. What if I just put Sita right here? Could I bait the archers to go this way? Take care when using a devil sword. It's a powerful blade, to be sure, but it might just claim your life instead of your foes. The one time I have used a devil weapon in all of Fire Emblem, it immediately killed Barst, and I had to reset, so you know. They are getting baited. That's so nice of them. Now, the only question is, can I kill them? No, I can't. Okay. Hold back. I was overambitious. Okay, the easterly one for the attractive one, which is this one. It's on the right. My name is Samson. Once I was a sword fighter of some renown, but that was then, and this is now. I'm happy enough with my life here in the village, but if you need another man, I will fight. Unfortunately, there has always been bad blood between our village and the next one over. They'll have closed their gates to you the moment they saw you come here. Guess that means the Paladin Aran won't be fighting with you. Them's the breaks. See, he even knows who he is. They are so kissing. I will hear no criticism on this point. I am correct. Also, now I have a lot of heroes. Is that something I can I make Samson a paladin just for fun? He could be like, I don't know, like carrying the soul of his lover with him into battle, even though their villages are separated by a feud, their hearts are one. Or something like that. Not that I've thought about this a lot. I don't want to go too slowly, because then I'm gonna get bored, but I don't want to go too fast in case I get wrecked. Samson gets a girlfriend in New Mystery. Spoilers. I didn't know that Aran was trans. Good for him. Her? Good for her. One right. Samson gets a beard, yeah. No, but seriously, who's the girlfriend? I need to know so that I can stereotypically fangirl hate her for the rest of my days. That is a joke, for the record. I never understood the fandom trend of like, oh, half of my gay ship has a girlfriend, I'm just gonna relentlessly hate that female character until I die. Sheena? Really? Huh. Isn't she like 15? Or Itch in the Way syndrome? Who's the MLM X WLW beard? Well, if Samson and Aran, and then Sheena is half of the beard. I don't know who Sheena would be with. Baby Agma still isn't a hero? No. Really think age matters to Kaga? Well, no, but you know, it might matter to me. We're gonna have so many heroes now. But yeah, I could promote Ogma. I still have a Master Seal, but I was holding off on it because people told me to wait. Should I use it? I'm gonna let these guys come over here so that I could ambush. Nope, Sheena's 24. Where did you get that from? Maybe I just think she looks really young in Heroes, so I just assumed that she was like 16. Not like really young, but like standard anime teenager aged, I suppose. You know what I mean. Okay, so what we could probably do is we could probably have Sita go ahead and cuck spear this guy. The wiki with sources from the concept stage of development. Okay, well, concept stage doesn't necessarily mean that's what they finish with, but I'll take it. I'm terrified to use too many Hot Claire uses because I don't know if we're getting another one. If we're getting another one, then I'll burn that sucker, but you know. Oh, right, you have the Rider's Bane. Okay, I'm sorry, did you say Cuck Spear? Yeah, that's Sita's Wing Spear's name right now. It used to be your mom, but then your mom broke, so... We're on to the Cuck Spear. What level is Bored? Whatever level he showed up at. Because he's been benched. I guess Aran can be the sometimes physical third wheel in Sammy Sheena. Wow, what about Daros? Daros is dead. So... You know. He died and I didn't feel like resetting, so he stayed dead. Sorry to all the Daros stands out there. Ipe did him such justice in Fire Emblem Heroes. Your energy's so fucking unhinged. And I'm here for it. Thank you. It's the ADHD. Sometimes it's good to have brain-to-mouth filter. Streaming is generally a place where it's acceptable to have less of that. So... Shout out. I have a feeling that's probably why, like, 80% of the top streamers are, like, super neurodivergent. I am guessing on that figure. Let's see. Okay, Samson and Aran, who gets pregnant? You have autism, odd advantage. That was actually a pretty good level of shout out, Astrum. Nerva. I think Samson would look good pregnant. If I had to pick one. Does this guy have like a physics save? Okay. Are you trolling? What? The who gets pregnant? I'd say Samson. This is a well-known game we play. Were you not here for any of that? I think we spent, like, 4 Thracia streams with like a random character generator just generating who would get who pregnant. The stream needs hinges never. Over my dead body. We even had an entire debate about whether Marth would get Sita pregnant or Sita would get Marth pregnant. And I say debate, but it was actually pretty unanimous that Marth is the one getting pregnant. But like, you know. Most of the debate was actually over whether if Marth got pregnant, if he could still get Sita pregnant in theory. Can Emblem Marth get pregnant? Can you impregnate a ghost? I guess that's the real question. And who would be getting him pregnant? Because Sita's not there. I think Sita leaves the girl bossing at work and just wants to be held. You can be held and also get someone pregnant, though. We gotta normalize more men being the little spoon. And she didn't get any strength. Not that I expected it, but it would have been nice. Not with that level. There was also the stream where we statistically tried to figure out who topped between, Sed and Sayas? Yeah, Sed and Sayas. Or we should just have more Yuri. I'm down for that. Sleeping in separate beds tonight. Ugh. We do our best, chat. Are we just going to end? Set is a monstrous death machine. That's not fair. No, you see, we calculate. How did we calculate it again for everyone who was there? Christian, you were there. How did we calculate it? We went off of like their HP stat and like fatigue and like there was like a whole formula. I got so used to calling my friends chat that I forgot that's a thing streamers say. Something about con. Yeah, it was like con and fatigue with HP and like weapon triangle was involved somewhere. I actually have a short of it on YouTube. I cut it into a short. At least part of it. Hi, Delante. You coming in? No. Oh. Cat Dante is in the room. I'm not looking that shit up. My time is too precious. Well, Christian's too good for me, I suppose. Your time is precious, but you're watching me. What does that say? Does it mean that you think that I'm worth your time, ooh-woo? I will say the hinges are more off when I'm tired, so. Is that you're precious? Aw, thank you. I know I'm precious. What else is precious is my very orange cat, but I need to wait for him to settle into a spot before I put him on camera. Right now he's just over here demanding some pets. There was 12 more years of my life from cringe. You didn't need them. What were you gonna do with those 12 years? Have a family? Grow old? With a loving wife and or husband? You have a couple of kids? Who needs to do that when you can cringe on Twitch? Lena is really far behind. The world will heal and those will be 12 great years. Yeah, well, we can only hope. Assuming no more cringe anyway. If there's no cringe in this world, then I am dead. Can I bait those guys? Please, thank you. Am I even wanted here? Of course, I value all of my viewers. If nothing else, you're very fun to tease. You lose years of life from feeling cringe. Do you get them back from causing it? Gotta get in on that hack. Yeah, maybe it's like a, maybe it's like an equivalent exchange thing. To survive the cringe, you must produce the cringe. Windy Sage is here to back his boy said. Oh yeah. Were you here when we had the pregnancy, or not pregnancy, the top conversation between Sed and Syos, Windy Sage, or... I don't remember who all was there. Oh, Cat wants out. I can't because I can't make something else cringe without cringing from what I did. Well, maybe it makes you stronger if you're the one who caused it. We're not, just to be clear, we weren't arguing over who wins in a fight. We were arguing over who wins, like, top slot, if you will. First position, maybe. Letting the cat out of the room is gonna be a more complicated endeavor than I expected. I wasn't, but I saw this short. My 2 cents is that they both have daddy issues. Hell yeah! Now I have to call my father's cell phone. This entire household is full. ADHD. Lewin is dead and Arvis is a deadbeat. Yes. I mean, Lewin's also kind of a deadbeat, if you consider Forsetti. If you consider Forsetti, just, you know. Alright. Fun fact, I'm Windy Sage because of Lewin, so I'm biased. The Yggdrasil bug runs deep. Indeed. Can't beat the jug bug. Let's see. Yeah, no, it was a whole complicated equation, though. I think our conclusion was that they both top, but, like, because Syos has less stamina, he goes first. And then Sed kind of, like, finishes it off. How's the chapter going? Oh, you know. Sorry, I had to let the cat out, and then I'm doing my best today. We're doing our best. Simpson. It's a conspiracy. I hope I have, like, a door key in the convoy, because if I can't get Zane unless I unlock the door, that's gonna be a problem. Kanan right now? We are. Kane is here, and he will do things eventually, I promise. If Barst doesn't just kill everything all the time. Could buy one, can I? Do these shops have one? Okay, let's see. Think so? Well, that would be nice. What if I didn't have any money, though? I guess there's an arena. Okay, Kane. Maybe we could have Abel? Oh, that kills. Where's Astrum? There's no way he kills. Nope, he does. Kane. Okay, we'll have Kane get some experience. This game gives you a gajillion dollars already. August. Sayas starts off and said finishes the encounter. Leaves, sir, what the fuck are you talking about? I remember writing something like that, yep. I mean, okay, like... Do you think Leaf would, like, know? Do you think any of the Fire Emblem Lords know? I mean, Sigurd obviously knows, but, like, would Seliph know if, like, the various members of his army are banging? Do you think they keep track of that? Is there, like, a logistics spreadsheet that they do? You know, like August needs to keep a logistical spreadsheet of who is boning down with who so they know how many tents to have and how many provisions and, like, the relative happiness levels of various people in the army at any given time based on, like, who's having an argument. Because, I mean, that's probably what I would do. That might just be the neurodivergence talking. They have a polycule time chart. I think Seliph would complain if they get loud, probably. I mean, like, Sigurd has to know, right? Because, like, everybody in his army's having babies and stuff, so he's probably got, like, a master list. He's probably anticipating the moment when they can, you know, pass down pursuit or whatever. Leaf is too worried to care. I feel like August would probably be keeping track of that in that case, you know? Leaf's also a little young. He doesn't need to be exposed to all of the horrors of adulthood. Such as they are. Sigurd watching her. Oh my god, that's so true. He's probably just, like, sitting in his room alone in their home castle being like, damn it, everybody's getting laid but me. Maybe he's, like, really bitter about it. Maybe that's how Arvis gets one over on them. I mean, he got laid, yeah, like, once. Do you think Deirdre and him did it more than once, or do you think that... Do you think that Seliph was, like... You know what I mean? Like, he was, like, their one shot, you know? I think Deirdre's the freaky one. I could see that. She is a forest maiden. You know what they say about forest maidens. Oh, good day. What can I help you with? What do you have? Silver sword, silver lance, steel. I'm gonna be real. I don't really feel like buying anything because I don't really feel like I'm strapped for anything at the moment, and I don't see any reason to. I mean, if you shotgun marriage a forest nymph, you are angling more than once. That is true. But just because he wanted more than once doesn't mean he got more than once, you know what I mean? Considering how little the world she knows and would have some rather peculiar ideas. But she thinks that you make babies by hugging, and then when she finds out, she's like, oh shit! Deirdre with a silent staff might be silly. Would that even work on Sigurd, though? He doesn't use magic. Maybe like a sleep staff, if everybody's consenting ahead of time. Unless, like, silent staff makes it so you can't talk, too, in addition to not casting magic. Am I overthinking this? I may be overthinking this. VIP card will gain you entrance to the secret shops. Where are the shops? Well, that's the secret. Thanks. I will probably not enter any of them because I'm not looking up where they are. I'm sorry, sleep staff to do what now? Marital activities. Consensually, of course. I always wonder what it's like to watch one of these streams and just, like, zone out and, like, hear the most out-of-pocket shit. The silence makes it so you can't talk. I once silenced Reinhardt so you couldn't get the... Oh, okay, interesting. Marth only cares about the condition of— I love how you thought this through really thoroughly, Christian. I'm gonna read every sentence. Marth only cares about the condition of his cucking chair. Alm and Celica would be the ones being the loudest. Roy wouldn't even know why Cecilia is butt naked and— oh my god. Eliud would have to listen to Lynn and Hector. Ephraim has to listen to Eric. Oh my god. Ike doesn't give a shit. That's true. Crom barges in. That's also probably true. Corin could get cheated on and still be gullible as hell. And Byleth would give their students C- for every time they wake up from the sound. Honestly, I don't hate it. No, Ike watches Soren and Ranulph. Oh my god. Alright, I take it back. Maybe we do need some hinges on this stream. I mean, I'm enjoying the hingeless life, but whew! Chat's freaky today. Ellie would have to listen to Lynn and Florina, actually. I feel like everyone else would have to listen to Eliwood and Ninian. Am I wrong? I really like Eliwood and Ninian as a ship. I think they're cute. This is the climate you festered. Don't blame us. You're not wrong. I always say, like, let's try and keep it PG-13, and then I always don't follow my own rules, so... Eliwood was truly donkey all along, having the dragon wife, which, like... hell yeah. I have a very exclusive list of approved straight ships. Eliwood and Ninian is acceptable. Let's go! I'm the same way, though. I'm, like... I'm very particular about my straight ships. A lad named Zane has been locked up in the Eastern Jail. They say he's got some sort of amazing power. Wonder what it is. Who could possibly know? I'm pretty sure that I have— ooh, there's another wing spear. I'll buy that. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh well. Or I wouldn't know what was going on like in his— well, I mean, he is like 15. Well, I mean, that's old enough for— I mean, he's definitely got a thing for Lilina. I don't know if he's never thought about it. Noah and Mayo from Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is at the top of the list, and that's like the gold standard. I am not familiar with Xenoblade Chronicles, but I will take your word for it. I like Eliwood and Ninian. A lot of my straight ships are ships that I had when I was, like, a lot younger, before I realized that, like, being gay was a thing, you know? So that's kind of the tea on that. Is I was 12, and I didn't realize you could be gay, and then I found out, and I was like, holy shit, you can be gay? But I already had the straight ship, so, you know, whatever, might as well keep them. 3 orbs are enshrined at the fane of Raman, each brimming with power. What sort of power, none can say. Well, except those who have wielded it, right? I suppose. Being gay is so cool, so true. I think everybody should try it at least once. Hello, welcome to Larabelle. How can I help you? Blah, heal men recovered door. Okay, they do sell door keys. I'm 99% sure that Marth's hanging onto one, though. Because I think I bought one by accident last chapter, and then I had to send it to the convoy because I was an idiot. Oh, you have silver? A silver bow. I don't love that for me. But how does one talk about fanfic without it going to that territory? Not the gay territory, the weird territory. I feel like everybody who traffics in fan fiction is just a little bit odd. They're just a little bit off. And I say that with love. Oh, you know, like, oh, what would this character think about these characters boning down, or, you know, that kind of thing. How would this character react to this? Do they get freaky in their tent? Who knows? Okay, do you think if I put Kane in the way of this guy, he'll be fine? Do we have faith in Kane? Also, is it prudent to promote one of my clerics at some point, or... let's see. I do have a door key, let's go. I think we leave these guys here. Half-Life Full Consequences isn't weird. I'm just trying not to get my stream marked as being mature. But then Twitch doesn't do any moderation anyways, so who gives a fuck? Like... People just be out here, like, threatening to kill people, and Twitch is like, eh, let it slide. It's a great fanfic about John Freeman, who is Gordon Freeman's brother, and it's completely SFW. Okay, this is just evidence of how brain-rotted I am, but when you said John Freeman, who is Gordon Freeman's brother, I was like, oh, like it's shipping them? No, yeah. Something, Emaru, TwitchCon incident. Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it? He's gotta save his brother from the evil- Okay. That makes sense. There's just a lot of that in fanfiction. Yeah, no, like, Emaru got, like, assaulted on stage at TwitchCon, and they were like, we gave him a 30-day ban! She's like, call the police, what are you doing? Yeah. Twitch, am I right? This might be a bit of a sticky situation over here. Poor Emaru, yeah. No, it was a fantastic demonstration on how mismanaged this entire platform is. I would actually like to start dual streaming with YouTube soon for that reason, but I think I need to wait until I get a better computer. So that I can handle dual streaming, because my poor 2016 laptop is, I mean, she could barely run Devil May Cry 5, okay? She can't handle all that. But we are living in hell, so, you know, would be nice. Kane, will you survive this? Let's go! Crit it up, boy. And he got strength. Hold up, is he actually, like, almost as good as Abel now? He's got 10 strength to Abel's 11, 1 more point of skill, same speed, 1 more luck, same defense. Kane and Abel are actually extremely comparable. Did you play the Devil May Cry remake when it came out like 10 years ago? Are you talking about the reboot? If so... I'm trying to think. I didn't play it right when it came out. Okay, so... Let's talk about Devil May Cry for a second. I know, Christian's screaming in his house, wherever he is. I can hear it from here. I started playing Devil May Cry in 2014, I think? It's kind of hard for me to remember. I think it was before the Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition came out. Like, before they had even announced it. I played it, like, the year before that. And I actually played it because I saw a review on YouTube of the reboot. So I watched the reboot review, and in it, they showed the original Devil May Cry as well. And I was like, oh shit! That actually looks pretty fun! So I went and I got it. And I played DMC 1, 2, 3, and the reboot in, like, a very short span of time. I believe Abel can probably tank this. And then I didn't play 4 until, like, last year, so... I got really into Devil May Cry for like a year, and then they released the special edition, and my friend's creepy boyfriend bought it for me. And then he turned out to be creepy and weird, so it kind of tainted it. So and my computer couldn't run it anyways. And then I got a computer that could run it, and then by that point I had kind of fallen out of it. I was like, ugh, every time I think about playing it, I think about him and how creepy he is. So I didn't play it. Ooh, there's a Master Seal over there? Holy shit, let's go. And then last October, I was like, I need something to play for Halloween. Let's play Devil May Cry. And I played Devil May Cry. And now, I no longer associate Devil May Cry 4 with the creepy weirdo. And now I think way too much about Devil May Cry again. Also, don't drink bleach, Christian. A bad call. Not good for your insides. I feel like I'm in a really bad position on this map all of a sudden, and I'm not entirely sure how I got here. But I guess we'll just push through. Okay, who had the silver bow? Fuck spear that. Then... Brand's right? Excalibur. It'd be really nice if you guys could kill in one hit. How come the cock spear does so much boning? That's a good question. I didn't think about that when I named it. Let's see. Agma? Silver. Yep, okay. That puts me in a better position here. Transright. Okay, we can use Transright to kill one of them. Sorry, I'll be locked in for the next 5 seconds. I think there's a badass fanfiction about Rad from this game. I feel like somebody actually mentioned that when I recruited him. I feel like I remember that. Very much unlike this playthrough, yeah, because he's like super benched. Because he did not appeal to me. He did not tickle my fancy. So why did they give Zane a... Okay, wait, hold on. Zane's in jail, right? But he has a silver sword, but he can't use it, apparently. So... did they just give him that to mock him, or... what's going on there? It's like... let's see. Tutorial for that unit? Oh, but that's the boring explanation. I think... Barst. Barst is over here. How much is he taking back off of this? 10? Yeah, I'll risk it. Let's go. I think Barst and Sita are probably my MVPs right now. I don't have any, like, Rider's Banes, or do I? Is he gonna, like, can he... What? Okay, I'm not entirely sure how Zane actually works in this game. Does he, like, shapeshift into a particular class, or...? Or is it gonna be like a find out kind of a situation here? I like how he does the little backflip when he... He shapeshifts into a unit, gaining their stats and weapon ranks, but keeps his inventory. So, I could theoretically... Well, no. That wouldn't actually work, because she gets all of her power from the wing spear. So I could theoretically turn him into, like, Marth.
Why isn't this working?
Demon Fireblood, thank you for the follow. Yes, okay. Interesting. So basically you just want to attach him to whoever your best unit is, and then kind of watch him go? Have some lovely game, and thank you! Oh, I didn't realize that... Okay, I think we're good. I think I'm gonna keep pulling these guys back. It'll be a lot easier to hold that bridge. And we're just gonna hope I don't die. Alright, we're good. And hopefully we can get our footies over. Or it's too late. If I played Dragon Age on stream, do you think anyone would watch that? I've been kind of meaning to go back and replay, like, 2 and Inquisition, and eventually play Veilguard. But I don't have the motivation to replay those on my own. You know what I mean? But I have a friend who's currently playing... Well, I have one friend who plays nothing but Veilguard at this point. And another one who's currently playing 2. I'm feeling Dragon Age-y. Pain level... Did he level? Are you behind, Kaiser? That was a couple minutes ago. He's now almost as good as Abel. Alright, hold on. Not first, let's go. Hey Princey, thanks for freeing me. I hail from a land few have heard of, and even fewer have seen. I won't trouble you with the details. Me and my folk have the power to transform into other people. We can shapeshift, you see. When Dolar caught on, they started threatening me. Told me to join their army or face my doom. Ha! I feel like telling a shapeshifter to face anything is kind of inherently funny. Well, I wasn't about to waste my considerable talents on those evil coots. You, on the other hand, you've got character. Say, why don't we team up? I do owe you for saving my hide. And I think you'll find my considerable talents are quite considerable. What does that mean? What the fuck? Zane! I am so angry. Faithful Susan. Also, hi, Ultimate, what's up? Are you getting overwhelmed by Shadow Dragon's difficulty yet? So overwhelmed. My god. That wasn't even hard. That was just bullshit. Like, how do you even avoid that? I don't even remember where my last save was to, like, roll that back. Okay, it was before I opened the door. I think it was 6. Oh boy. I had just taken this guy out with Barst and a hand axe, which is definitely not gonna happen again. Yep. Why do I even try? And then we had done a bunch of nonsense over here, so I think Sita took this guy out. That's getting clipped. Let's see. Think Agma could take this guy out with the silver sword. Did we lose our cane level? No, we're good. Okay, we keep the cane level. Then let's see. Trans right took this guy out. Then lastly, this guy got taken out with Minerva. I think I steel lanced and then, or I had Lind and then I steel lanced. Where is Trans left? At home. It's in another country, just believe me. I will get the kill with Lind this time. And then we go back over here. I think George killed this guy. We could make his next home Trans left, or we could do something funny. Then Trans up. Trans up, Trans down, Trans left, Trans right. Trans in and Trans out. Not Trans out, actually. That might send a bad message. Trans in, though, I could get behind. I think took this guy out. Trans wrong. I don't think we have enough characters for that. I need more characters for, like, we support women's wrongs or that kind of thing. You're telling me you trans left them at home? Transactly. That might be the dumbest thing I've said today. Don't judge me too harshly. Javelin? Oh wait, no, I Samson, and then I abled. That was a lot of damage. It's Samson, then Astrom, and then move Able there. Someone translate what's the topic here? Oh, well, okay, so when I was forging Merrick's weapon, I wanted to name it Trans Rights. But I didn't have enough characters for the S. So he's holding the single trans right. And now everyone's it's kind of become a running joke. Yeah, I could have taken the space out, but I hit enter before somebody suggested that in chat, so you know. The man is principled. He has trans right. Samson's gonna die now, isn't he? Zane, I fucking hate you. With your... Now we have to do that all again. Shouldn't have said anything, he would have dodged. No, he wouldn't have, trust me. The soul trans, right? Don't worry about it too much. The point is, Merrick's an ally. And / or part of the community, depending on how you want to interpret this entire conversation we're having. Maybe he is the trans right. Maybe he is the keeper of the key, so to speak. He is the trans man who speaks for all trans men. The trans right makes it sound conservatives. I know. I'm so mad about it. How's Barst when transitioned into hero? Probably my best unit. So shout out. Oh, now you crit. I mean, you know, technically speaking though, if we want to quantify it, the book is named Trans Right, but there's 25 uses, so does that mean there's 25 trans rights in the Trans Right? Are we overthinking this? The answer is probably yes. And by we, I mean me. Chad is blameless. For once. No, I think he just uses 1 out of 25 of the singular trans right every time. If we interpret trans right to mean conservatives, though, does that mean that we are slowly destroying the conservatives with every trans right use? Someone free me? Well, Christian, I would like to tell you that if you would really like this conversation to change, you could definitely derail me really easily. Just give me something else interesting to talk about. I'm doing my best here. I could talk about Wizard 101. I actually started playing Wizard 101 again. The nostalgia hooks are in me deep. Wizard 101 is awesome. Let's go! Somebody else knows what I'm talking about. Nobody I knew growing up played Wizard 101. So I would talk about Wizard 101 and they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What school did you choose? So I have one of each, and I actually got the 7th character slot, so I'm playing a Myth Wizard right now. But my primary was a Necromancer. You choose to use all the pretty boys in team. I do a Thirst Lock of Fire Emblem, where I just pick whoever I think is hot. God damn it, Abel. Well, Samson's gonna die again, isn't he? Did I already move the healers? I didn't. Okay, I think I still have a physic use. Thirst block, yeah, like, literally. Astrum gets a glow up next game, let's go. My best in slot is always the hottest character. Any wizard from Wizard 101 clears the Harry Potter universe. It is also kind of funny now that we know TM, how Wizard 101 just like straight up knocked off Dumbledore. And just everybody was okay with it. It's just still like that. considered playing Wizard 101 on stream or something too, but then I'm like, would anyone actually watch that? I don't even know. So many people watch me for Fire Emblem at this point, I'm not sure anybody would watch me for anything else. Okay, so how do we do this without Zane being an idiot? I mean, the old wizard teacher thing was a trope before Harry Potter, Merlin and King Arthur's story, for example. Yeah, and he is definitely more directly meant to be, like, a Merlin. I mean, his name's Merle. He comes from the Avalon world, which is, like, very obviously a King Arthur dude. I'd watch for the unhinged conversations. Shout out. But, like, he's very Dumbledore-esque. They even gave him like a white owl companion. Like, we all know what they were doing. You know, actually, the I watched for a game war. Okay, I'm gonna make another save. Before I do anything else this turn. Actually, Wizard 101 did have a sister MMO called Pirate 101, which was actually very Fire Emblem-y in its gameplay. Wizard 101 clears because it doesn't have the worst fucking names in existence, like Chang Cho. Yeah, that was a questionable one. I remember Pirate 101, it was a tactical, yeah. It was very Fire Emblem-esque, actually. Like, I went and replayed a little bit of it when they had, like, a free membership week or something like that. God, probably like a year ago now. I never got as into that one, though. Black guy named Kingsley Shacklebolt, yeah. Let's just dump on J.K. Rowling for a second. This is a J.K. Rowling hating stream. Cho Chang is 2 Asian last names, one from Korea, one from China, and she was a Chinese character. Yeah, I actually had to ask my my Chinese friend how they localized the book in China, because her name doesn't make any sense. Apparently there was a workaround. I don't remember what it was exactly, but they did manage to make it into something reasonably unoffensive in the Chinese localization of the Harry Potter novels. Shocked that she didn't name an Irish character Carbong McPotato. Oh my god. Oh, she would though, that's the worst part. Didn't she like, okay, didn't Hogwarts Legacy add a trans character? And the trans character was named something, like, kinda out of pocket. I don't remember what it was exactly. Seamus Finnegan, and he likes to play- Oh, you're so right. Like, I feel like the trans female- like, the trans feminine character had a name that had, like, manly in it or something like that, but maybe I'm just, like, misremembering. I didn't play Hogwarts Legacy because I don't hate myself. Not even just because J.K. Rowling sucks, though that was a big reason why I didn't pick it up, but also the game just didn't look very good. Even if it was the best game ever, I wouldn't have played it, but it does not appear I missed out on much. Sirona Ryan, that's right. I remember people talking about, like, you really name the trans femme character something with Sir in it. Let's see, it would be really nice if Cito's over here. I'm Russian who grew up in Turkey, and Tom Marvolo Riddle is different in both languages because of the letter change twist, is it? J.K. Rowling would be worse about it and name them not a man. Oh my god. Again, like, the worst part is I can't even say that you're wrong, because she totally would've. And then didn't they also go, like, really weird with giving the goblins, like, a bunch of Jewish artifacts as part of their quote-unquote goblin culture? after we had, like, 10 years of discourse about how the goblins were kind of anti-Semitic character tropes. Oh, like the Florida... I get it. It's like she's never heard of, like, fantasynamegenerator.com. At least when Wizard 101 has, like, on-the-nose names, they're kind of fun. Like the Storm Wizards are named Griffinbane because they fight myths. The House Elf liking slavery was bad enough. There was, you know, like, one of the most fascinating things to talk about. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I want to do on this turn. Give me a sec. One of the most fascinating aspects of Harry Potter as an adult is just unpicking all of the ways in which it was so weird and questionable and you didn't even think about it when you were a kid. And, you know, unpicking the fact that the author kind of sucks from the fact that you still have a lot of nostalgia for it, at least in my case I do. I'm gonna move you back, Astrom, and then you over here. Is Rowling liked or not? I don't know about the she's, like, really transphobic, so she is not well liked among the queer community. And then Rowling stated that Hermione was black long after the book's finished. I don't even have a problem with that. It's the fact that Hermione was very white, like, she was white in the books. Like, there's descriptions of her pale face and whatnot, so... That's just Rowling rewriting history in saying that she was always intended to be black. I remember her defending gays a lot. Yeah, but, like, the problem is, if you come after one part of the LGBTQ community, a lot of the community's not gonna like you. Because, like, you're right, I do remember her defending, like, gay people and lesbians, but then it's like... Then you're attacking the trans aspect of the community, and you kind of can't unpick the trans community from the broader LGBTQ community, so, you know. Oh yeah, the whole Hermione was black and everybody shits on Hermione for trying to free slaves thing, that was interesting. The thing that gets me about JK, another thing she does is she spends a lot of money in government to try and legislate against the trans community, and in the process, she is buddying up with a lot of very conservative people. So, like, she's donating money to the campaigns of politicians that are not only against trans people, but they're also against, like, women's rights, gay rights, you know, like, what other rights are we trying to get? Like, racial equality rights, like, that kind of thing. Yachty? I have no idea. But yeah, so, like, even if she has spoken out in defense of the queer community in the past, she is now giving money to people who are trying to hurt the queer community, so that's another reason why a lot of us don't fuck with her anymore. Interesting path after being writer of Harry, but it really is. I'm not entirely sure how we got there, if I'm being honest. That's the thing with J.K. Rowling, is all she had to do was stop talking. if she wasn't so vocal about all of these views, most people would still like her. But she did, so now we have to have this conversation. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking of, like, the game Yahtzee. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, what the hell? And then I was like, are you trying to say Tories? Or, like, whatever that British part? I'm not British, so I don't know that much, but... I have a guilty pleasure of liking dramas. I shouldn't have missed that one. To be fair, it's ongoing all the time, constantly, so you know. I do also, I have a penchant for petty drama. This isn't so petty, but you know. But yeah, I also pay attention to a lot of drama, so I feel you there. Yeah, as much as I hate her though, let's not name call if we can help it. Well, you can call her an idiot, but... both of you get a little healing. But yeah, I personally choose not to buy any Harry Potter stuff until she's dead, because I don't love that she is continuing to profit off of it and use the profits to attack vulnerable communities. But that's just me. What do we want to put? They just keep coming. Thatcher moment. One of my favorite facts about the British is apparently when Margaret Thatcher died, the Brits got Ding Dong the Witch is Dead to the top of the charts or something. I don't know if that's just like a folk story or if that actually happened, but... I know, I know enough about her that I know that she was like kind of the Ronald Reagan of Britain, but... Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, it happened, let's go! Granted, she's already made over 1 million when converted to USD. Probably more than 1 million. So I doubt 40 extra bucks will make a difference, but I understand. Yeah. But, like, she uses the fact that people keep paying her as, like, an excuse to legitimize her beliefs. So she's like... I mean, she's literally said, like, oh, I'll wipe my tears with my $1 million checks or whatever. So, you know. And, you know, something about that just makes me want to spitefully not give her any money. Did she sign for Black Hermione and Black Snape, or is that an HBO thing? Black Hermione started when the play, The Cursed Child, came out. The actress who was like the stage actress who was portraying Hermione was black. And, you know, some people got really upset about it, and J.K. Rowling was like, actually, Hermione was always meant to be... Well, she didn't say Hermione was always meant to be black. She said Hermione's race was always ambiguous, which is a lie, because she explicitly describes Hermione in the novels as, like, having a pale face, or, like, being white as a sheet, that kind of thing. But, you know, not against the Black Hermione thing. So I'm guessing HBO just kind of rolled with it. I did not know about Black Snape, though, because I didn't realize there was an HBO thing, even. Or I guess I found out about it, but... Right, no, I knew because the actress from the IT Crowd is playing, the Weasley mom, right? Black Snape's a best mistake because that's gonna carry a lot of racial implications when it gets to the point of Harry's dad bullying. I didn't even think about that. You're not wrong, actually. And, like, Snape also just kind of sucks. Like, he's like an abusive piece of shit teacher, so... I mean, not that you can't have somebody, who is not white play an abusive piece of shit teacher, but... Wonder how that's gonna go over. Yeah, that's true too. Super frugals. I don't get the people who think Snape's a tragic hero. I mean, he's not a... Okay. I would interpret him as being... not a hero, but like... I don't know. A sympathetic monster, if you will. I don't know exactly how I want to phrase that. Even if a beloved teacher or character is black, it's already Y for me, but okay, rolling drama isn't part of that, yeah. Like, I would say, like, Snape is intended to be kind of sympathetic, but you're not necessarily supposed to root for him. I guess is how I would phrase it. Like, you're supposed to see that he's changed, but you're also supposed to acknowledge that he's a shitty person and kind of always has been. He was willing to let Voldemort kill James and baby Harry if he spared Lily due to success. No, I agree. Like, he was a shitty person, and his shitty mistakes got the people he cared about killed. And he kind of grew past that, but not quite. Snape is definitely worse than the popularity he gets, especially in the book, yeah. Snape is so hateful as a young person, or as an adult, too, yeah. Like, I do feel bad for him on some level, but on some level, I'm also like, I acknowledge that I'm not really supposed to think he's a good person. I guess he's a bad person who did a good thing. Not even multiple good things, just one good thing. But then J.K. Rowling's kind of a mess with all of her additions after the fact that it's kind of hard to really, like, say what her intention was supposed to be. Because she's also said later that the Death Eaters were supposed to be, like, the trans community. So, like, when I thought it was fairly obvious that they were Nazis. So, you know, maybe that's just me. He also bullied an 11-year-old for existing and several other 11... Yeah, no, I agree. I remember Snape calling Lily Mudblood out of anger and losing her. Yeah. He really is an incel to a T, isn't he? I just remember, like, J.K. Rowling said something to that effect where she was like, yeah, and the Death Eaters are just like trans people. And it was like, okay, Grandma, let's get you to bed. How many more of these guys are gonna spawn? Rowling also making new slurs in the verse is insane. It's world building. Did she say Death Eaters are like trans people? Yes. I don't remember exactly where I saw that. I think it was on her Twitter. Where it was kind of like, you know the SpongeBob meme of, like, Patrick and, what's his face? The supervillain guy. It's like, okay, so your name is Patrick, and this is your ID. I found this ID in this wallet, which makes it your wallet. And Patrick's like, nope, it's not mine. I think that was kind of the effect of that conversation, where everyone was like, oh, so you acknowledge that Death Eaters are intolerant? And she's like, yeah, and the intolerance makes them bad. Yeah, so doesn't your intolerance towards trans people make you bad? And she's like, no, it's the trans community who are intolerant. Something like that. I would have to do more research. Because, oh, Lynn finally got a magic growth. Let's go. I'll be honest, I think J.K. Rowling wrote something 20 years ago and then she got new beliefs, or altered beliefs, and then she just decided that she was gonna backfill all of her new beliefs into the story. Not with everything, but with some of the things. Like, I feel like the Death Eaters are definitely, like, the Nazis or the KKK or something was very obvious when reading. And now she hates trans people, so she just decides to say that, oh no, actually they were trans, or whatever. The trans people. Trans Lucius Malfoy, actually. Something to think about. You think that magic could, okay, like, just not even talking about Harry Potter magic, just magic in general, magic babies? Would that not make homophobia a thing of the past? No, probably wouldn't make homophobia a thing of the past, never mind. With her massive cultish audience, she's doing a lot of damage. Yep. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Marth opens the door, and then we drop Barst inside. KKK, but even more evil. There's a transfiguration class, and magic is definitely very useful for transitioning. Exactly. Okay, then we're gonna put Barst here, and then can go in for the kill. I kind of want to move Sita over here to take this guy out. But I really need help shoring up this choke point. Maybe we could... I feel like she made a post about, like, wizard transition at some point, too. I feel like the moment when we all should have realized that she had kind of started losing the plot was when she started adding a bunch of supplementary material about how wizards used to shit in their pants instead of going to the bathroom before they, like, discovered indoor plumbing from the muggles or whatever. I feel like that was the moment we all should have been like, oh, something ain't right here. Actually, they shit on the floor. It's not any better when you clarify that. Either way, that was like an element of like, yeah, we can add more world building, but should we? And there's also the argument of males can just dress up as women and peep in the bathrooms, meanwhile fucking nothing stopping a cis dude from just going into a woman's bathroom and peep. Yeah. I mean, like, as a woman, you know what terrifies me? When cis dudes are like, we should bring guns into the women's bathroom to check people, to check people's private parts, to make sure they're quote-unquote really women. I've never had a trans woman in the bathroom bother me. I would be very bothered if a large cis man with a gun was there, though. But I don't know, maybe I'm just weird like that. They have actually, like, when a lot of that conversation was going on, like a year or two ago, there were actually people on the right advocating for cisgender men to go into women's bathrooms with guns and check to make sure that everyone there was quote-unquote a real woman. And I was like, yes, a strange man holding me at gunpoint telling me to take my pants off. That's gonna make me feel really safe, guys. God. Ugh. The worst part, though, is that it works. Like, this kind of bullshit works. That's why they keep doing it. Dystopian society. Yeah. I'm not American, but a guy can never do such a thing in Eastern Europe. I would hope not, because it's insane. There's only one trans right left, yeah. Okay, Barst, you don't need to keep going that hard. I love you already. Some comedian said, well, they're still using the toilets, right? You're not leaving a hot floater in the sink. Oh my god. Bathroom has stalls. Like, at that point, who cares what happens in your square feet as long as you don't bother, right? Yeah, no, the thing that gets me too is, like, if a man is gonna come into a woman's bathroom and assault someone, they're not gonna worry about putting on, like, it's not like putting on a dress to do it would be, like, would make it okay. You know, it's not like there's cis men going into bathrooms and, like, they get arrested for assaulting someone. They're like, but I was wearing a dress, so it was okay. It's like, the crime wasn't being in the bathroom. The crime was assaulting someone, and that doesn't change based on what you're wearing. Ah! I studied in one of Turkey's state universities, and there was no sex bathroom so that trans people would feel comfy. Okay, we had, like, gender-neutral bathrooms at my university, and they always put those motherfuckers in, like, the shadiest corners of every building, too. It was insane. Like, if anyone asked me where it was, I was like, just find the darkest corner, that's where it is. And I was right 99% of the time. Amazing how we went from Wizard 101 to trans people in bathrooms. Somehow talking about wizards just brings out this kind of discussion because J.K. Rowling has tainted everything. Yeah, no, I agree it's not comfy. Alright, let's see, Zane's not gonna get himself killed, so... I need to stop my urge to Google her tweets. I mean, by all means, don't take anything I've said at face value, go look it up for yourself as well. Come to your own conclusions if you want. Alright, we already read this shit. They regendered the gender-neutral bathrooms. I don't know if they're doing this in... Okay, I don't know if this got stopped, but, when Trump took office, there was threats to revoke federal funding from buildings that didn't have gendered bathrooms, and, like, revoke funding for building projects that would include gender-neutral bathrooms. So, it's shitty, but that may be the reason why. Okay, so, like, let's just say I theoretically imitate Marth. Does he look like Marth, too? Oh, he does! Oh, that's so fun! Oh, now I'm gonna get confused! It might also be on a state level, too. I think there's been some state-level conversations about that kind of nonsense. Might depend on the state you're in. But don't worry, guys, we're gonna save kids by banning NSFW content on the internet. Wait for it, it'll happen, we promise. How did we get to talking about this? We were talking about Wizard 101. Zane used to keep his HP when he copies, though. Did he keep his HP? Oh, he did. I mean, the orange with a wig is just feeling his redneck custom kisser audience. I fully believe he's going after the easy prey. He said himself, smart people don't like me. Well, that's true. I mean, like, it's definitely, it's a, okay, like, that's the thing, right? It's all culture war bullshit tactics. Like, they're gonna scream about trans women in high school sports. You know how many trans women are in high school sports nationwide? It's like 7. So, you know. Not exactly the, most pressing concern facing us this day. We're just hoping nobody dies in this onslaught, because I don't remember when I made my last save. In Wizard 101 now, you can change your character's gender. I think it costs money, because everything in that game costs money, because microtransactions, but you know. Go Abel. Changing your gender costs money, OMG, just like real life. I didn't even think about it like that. Technically, if you do their free currency quizzes, you could probably do it for free eventually. I actually don't remember how much it costs. I didn't change my character's gender, I just changed one of their names because I fucked up when I was a kid, but she was already like level 50, so I didn't want to start over. Astrom, let's go! My knee is killing me, being older than like 22. Let's see, we could farm some experience for Lind and Merrick again. You know, one thing I don't love about Wizard 101 is you can't make your male characters wear pink. And I think the female characters can't wear, like, orange or something like that. It's very strange. The game's also from, like, 2009, though, so there is that. What was her magic growth again? This game locks so many classes for female characters. Yeah, I think each gender has, like, 5 classes. It was 2009. Oh god, this withering flesh. Yeah, Wizard 101 came out in the late aughts. Can you believe it? I played it in the late aughts. And early 2010. I probably played it... God, I probably primarily played it from about 2009 to 2012? 2013, and then I came back briefly in 2016, 2017, and then I didn't play again until like last year after Zeret's excellent Wizlock video on YouTube. Yeah, she's fine. I think females have only Pegasus Knight, males have Mercenary, Hunter, Fighter, Dark Mage, Pirate. I'll check. Thought it was 2010? No. I have the Frontier Dragon mount that comes with if you played your account within the first year of the game. Well done, Rabble. Anyone else would be dead by now. Shame you must end your campaign right here, before your own gates. Got out. Great on the second hit. You're General Camus. The rest is in your hands. Strength? You gotta get one, damn it. Did I check what was in all of these shops? I know I checked the one. I don't think I checked the other one. Kind of started getting bombarded. I'm also freezing right now, but I don't want to turn on the heater. Fire. Yeah, I don't see any reason to buy anything. See, part of me would like to buy things, and then part of me is like... You can get almost the exact same value out of stuff that you forge. Yeah, remember how we were playing Fire Emblem? When's the last time we talked about that? Princess Elise was prepared to die that day the castle fell, but she didn't, they say. Instead of killing her, the Dark Pontifex Garnef speared her off somewhere. Oh, our poor princess, I hope she's safe. Sorry, I keep hitting the desk with my... No, I do not recall such gameplay. Honestly, I've been playing this game for 2 hours. I'm just waiting for somebody to tell me that I never, like, started the stream. Like, I started it, but I didn't, like, switch the view so you could actually see it. You can't win against him. Actually, I believe it was Eric we couldn't win against. The Altean army, welcome home. It's good to see you. These years have been naught but dark days. It's about time we had something bright to look forward to. I just want to make sure I get all the houses. Do I need to? No. Do I want to? Yes. I already talked to that guy. No, my buddy Eric looks like Garnup, and therefore we cannot win against him, right? Okay, let's see. Well done, sire. The enemy has ceased their resistance. Victory is ours. Bravo, Marth. On behalf of House Arcanea, I wish to extend my heartfelt congratulations. Thank you, Nina, but it's still too soon to celebrate. We haven't freed the castle yet. Sire, your soldiers have assembled for the castle raid. Perhaps you could say a few words first. Altean warriors, brave comrades. The road has been long, but at last we have driven Dolor from my homeland. There are not words to express my gratitude to you all. You gave Altea back to me. Thank you. Thank you. An army of foes still haunt my castle. I mean to kick them out. Ready, my friends? Oh, there's actual cheering. And here I thought he was just talking to a void. Well, the difference is that Garneth can't be defeated, and Eric works night shift. Have you ever met a night shift motherfucker? Those guys are tough. Ready, my friends? Let's send these varlets scurrying. What's a varlet? Sec. Varlet. I got a video game. Hold on. Definition. A man or boy acting as an attendant or servant. A dishonest or unprincipled man. They're really pulling out the archaic English for this game. What the fuck do you mean, our homeland? I was gonna make that joke, but you know. The League had routed Holstadt's knights and recaptured most of the kingdom. But there was still the castle to deal with before Altea would be free. The mage dragon Morzis remained entrenched within its walls. Unlike General Camus, who preceded him, Morzis had been a cruel warden, slaughtering many innocent Alteans at the slightest provocation. Marth roiled to think such a monster still sat upon his noble father's throne. Did we establish if Marth's dad was hot or not? How long is this gonna take? I think. This chapter. Also, I have a couple of Master Seals now. Hold on. I have 2 Master Seals. It's pretty quick, IMO, okay. Who should I give the Master Seals to? I also have a Draco Shield somewhere, and an energy drop. Talisman. Kane? You just want Kane promoted. Should I promote Ogma? How many more Master Seals am I gonna get? Because we're actually pretty far into the game. They really don't give you a lot of these, do they? And also Merrick, I guess. Who do you think wins in a fight, Merrick or Sed? I mean, you could promote Ogma, but we Ogma on our... Fuck, I don't know. I'm not good at those kinds of jokes. Ogmar or something until we barst. Said. Are you biased, Windy Sage? Bantu Marth, fucking monster. No, Bantu, you're not like them. Oh, so it's a them now. Yeah. Okay, he bored on my cord till I bar. There you go. Okay, so Master Seal for... How many more of these do we get? And should I give the energy drop to Sita? Would that be funny? I am, but Set also has a 30 might plus 20 speed tome. That's true. Is it 30 might and 20 speed in Thracia, though, or are we going by genealogy standard? Forsetti's insane, and even without Forsetti, Sed would still fold Merrick. I'd buy that. Now, who do you think would get pregnant between Sed and Merrick? Excalibur isn't a holy weapon. In Thracia, 20 might and 20 speed, still OP, okay. I didn't get Sed, I got his boyfriend, so you know. Well, you see, it would still be Merrick. I was referring to their fight, thank you. No, I know you were referring to their fight. I'm just wondering who would get pregnant. Merrick does seem like he would look good pregnant. I agree. But then between Merrick and Arlen, who's getting pregnant? Oh right, I forgot he technically marries Elise. What am I trying to do? I need to... Okay, we'll promote Merrick and we will... Oh, but he's so close. Okay. I will... Trieve a Master Seal, but I won't promote him yet. And... Let's see. Arlen has longer hair, so Merrick has to... I'm putting you on a leash, Kaiser. Can we have a Fire Emblem tier list for which men would look best pregnant? Absolutely. We can. Arlen loves Merrick and Elise tells Merrick to just keep acting oblivious to it. That doesn't mean he can't get pregnant. What if they hug? Arlen Merrick has actual dynamic. Merrick just loves Elise because plot. We have to update the hotness tier list, by the way. Don't let me forget. I forgot to do it last stream. Was I gonna promote Kane or Abel or one of them? I mean, really, Abel is performing better, so it would make more sense to promote him. Samson is hot, agreed. But Kaiser likes Kane, and he's doing well enough that I'll take him along, probably for the rest of the game. So... I guess we can. Watch, I'm gonna promote him and he's gonna immediately suck for the rest of the game. That's what always happens when I have limited promotion items. Okay, the extra defense is nice. And then, what I think I'm gonna do is... use the Draco Shield on Abel. So he can help me out with choke points a little bit more. Kane also has C-rank swords, this is true. And C-rank lances now, apparently. Wait, do I have an extra javelin he could have? Excellent. So he can use the Levin sword and get closer to using the Mercurius. I didn't do I have the Levin sword? Would that even be worthwhile to give him? Oh, I do. I have 2 of them. Also, there's a secret shop in this chapter. I don't have the secret shop card, though, do I? Let's see. What else did I have? I had an arm scroll and strength drop. Whatever the hell it's called. Okay. To know. If I have the silver card and the VIP card, do I get money off at the secret shop? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Nah, whatever. She'd probably do better with the Steel Axe anyway. Yes, let's go. I want to give her the energy drop, actually. Because Hot Woman go burr. And then... Talisman. Who would do well with a talisman? Eric? Maybe Lind? Am I gonna keep using Lind? Do I have to? Okay. Marth, Abel, Kane, that's fine. Lind is really sad, yeah. I mean, she's just not really putting in the work. I want to ask a genuine question for science. Why is literally everyone in Fire Emblem streets are queer? I actually don't know. That's a good question. Because you're kind of right. I feel like every time I try and raid, it's... Hold on. Let's try. I feel like every time I try and raid, it's some, like, LGBTQ VTuber. Whenever I'm trying to find someone playing Fire Emblem. So yeah, I have no idea. But, we're a hoot, aren't we? Probably don't need Maria and Lena. I don't know. I feel like most of the big YouTubers are straight guys, right? I mean, I don't know that much about the Fire Emblem community on YouTube or Twitch, really. I kind of just do my own thing. Wait, I'm queer. What do I tell my girlfriend? That entirely depends. I don't actually know your gender, so this is either really funny in one way or really funny in another way. But I feel like a lot of the, I'm a girl, okay. You're just gonna have to break it to her, guess. Does she know? Does she know? Because you gotta tell her. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the YouTube community, like the biggest people, are presumably straight men. Imagine being a girl. I know, right, Kaiser? Crazy out here. We're just out here having a nice time, not accidentally sitting on our balls. Can you even imagine living that life? You take her to the Greek island of Lesbos to break the news. Speaking of queer Fire Emblem YouTubers, you should check out Actual Lizard, who's non-binary. Okay. Keep that in mind. Put that down. Admittedly, I don't watch a ton of other Fire Emblem creators because I am very neurodivergent and I have a lot of opinions about Fire Emblem, and sometimes when I watch other people who like Fire Emblem talk about Fire Emblem, their opinions don't match mine and it annoys me. Which is nothing against the creators, I'm sure they're all lovely, but I'm a nitpicky bitch. Or like they'll talk about something and they'll get like one tiny little detail wrong and my neurodivergent little ass is like, oh, that was wrong. I tend to fall into rabbit holes for things I have never played and never will. Like Project Zomboid. I've gotten so many videos about Project Zomboid. Because I don't care if people are wrong about Project Zomboid, because I don't know enough about it to call them on it. We are working, I'm working so hard to pick my units, and I'm doing nothing. This is fine, fuck it. Let's just play. I was gonna check the character classes, though. I don't like Danny Doyle because they're wrong about Fire Emblem 5 a lot. I'm not familiar enough with their content to say. Okay, so men have Paladin, Sniper, Swordmaster, Sage, Bishop, Draco Knight. And women have Draco Knight, Paladin, Sniper, Swordmaster, Sage, Bishop. Wait, those were all the same, weren't they? I don't know. Let's just play before I lose my mind. And potentially all of my viewers. There's one exception of their collective loveliness, the Danish egghead. What does that mean? Like, who are the biggest Fire Emblem content creators? The ones I know about, I don't know a lot of pleasant things about. Star and Savior? Oh yeah, it is a nice name. And most of the Fire Emblem creators I know because they also are, like, participate on Reddit, or they are talked about on Reddit. Yeah, like Mecha Mangs, but Mangs I don't fuck with. Wretched Altean whelp stumbling home to the slaughter. What fool throws away his life already so preciously bought? Your mother, Liza, is dead. I killed her myself. Your sister, Elise, lives only because Garnef wanted her. So what will become of you, little prince? Will you run for your life a second time, or will you stay this time to die? Emperor Medius would not put me on this throne if he thought you could remove me from it. I guess Mangs is the only cis-straight life form I know in Fire Emblem. I don't know anything about mechas. Like, how mecha identifies. I'm looking to switch the windows. Give me a sec. Bottom first, let's go. Yes, I am aware of his essay allegations. Oh yeah, Christian was, hey Rose! Christian was using a bit of euphemism there. Not euphemism. A lot of FE content is mostly, like, more casual playthroughs to some extreme challenge runs, along with general reported LTC/official runs. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of chests. I did not bring a thief. I hate how he's still streaming and has an audience. It irks me so much. That's just kind of how it goes, though. There's no truly cancelable feat on the internet. You will come back. Oh, there's the VIP card. I do have Marth, yeah. What I'm now concerned with is getting somebody over there fast enough to get the chests. FE7 was my first Nintendo game to play. My cousins gave me the cartridge saying it's boring for them. Oh my god, your cousins. Taste. Like seeing James Charles on my TikTok homepage. Did you see that video of James Charles that somebody took while he was at like the Disney beer tour or whatever the fuck? And he looks like Roger from American Dad. And everyone was like, I've never seen him from the waist down. Oh my god. And he was like, you gotta look that up. Yeah, it was when he was doing like the around the world thing, and he was going to the different countries, and he'd be like, Guten Tag, I'm here in Germany drinking this lager, or whatever the fuck. There, Christian Karma will kick him in the butt. Oh yeah, Rose. Oh, but yeah, that's just kind of how the internet is. You can do the most heinous shit imaginable, and as long as you're not in jail, you'll probably come back from it. Shit. People have short memories. I don't know if I have a door key. I have master keys. Oh boy, okay, we're good. I'm kind of debating how I want to tackle this. Do I recruit anybody here? This feels like kind of a low deploy limit. When SSS Stalker Wolf slips up, I'm gonna be on top of that shit, glowing my ass off. Didn't she have, like, charges against her for, like, assault and battery or something? Allegedly? Or, like, armed robbery, something like that? I know she docks Jack's films. Yeah. Armed robbery, that's what it was. I don't want to get sued by, like, a litigious crazy with way too much money on the internet. That's just not how I want my day to go. Guess we'll send Abel this way. Minerva can stick over here. Devil Sword I don't care too much about. Okay, sorry. This map is like messing with my head. Give me a second to look at it. Grooming in an Omegle video asking children to twerk, which she didn't acknowledge when it was brought to light and just... I do remember hearing about that as well. Like I said earlier, I love internet drama. I spend a little too much time paying attention to it. So, you know. And I dropped my controller. Good thing I got it. I say we just YOLO this map and see where we land. While continuing to talk about pregnant men. Or Wizard 101, whichever comes first. Myth Wizards are actually good now. That kind of blows my mind, because they were the ass end of Wizard 101 back in like 2008. I got the Master Key out and I meant to send Bars the other way, oh well. I want to say something about the map, but I am forbidden. Are you gonna curse me, Rose? I zoned out again, but then I heard you say pregnant men and that got my attention. That's why I say it, man. You just gotta keep talking about pregnant men and everybody will pay attention. The 2 magic words on stream are... Okay, not magic words. The 2 magic phrases on stream are... Pregnant men... Oh, the cat's here. Let me turn on the camera. Those are the 2 magic phrases. And I'm sorry if I got your hopes up, but the cat is not here, and I am not turning on the camera. Do you know something about this map, Rose? I was under the impression you had never played this game. Were you gonna wish me good luck? Can we get the pregnant men on camera? I wish. Were you gonna say, I hope nothing goes wrong? Rose has a habit of coming into stream and then accidentally cursing me. So, just keep that in mind if anything goes wrong. Where are these guys gonna run to, Steve? I don't mean to- I'm not saying that you're doing it on purpose, I'm just saying that you're doing it. It is very funny when it happens, though. I was playing Hades, and I had never in my entire life seen the tiny rat boss. And I'm going through, like, the Temple of Hades, or whatever the fuck it's called, and Rose pops into stream, and she's like, hey V, good luck, I hope you don't get the tiny rat boss. And I was like, what's the tiny rat boss? And then 2 seconds later, I got the tiny rat boss. Or tiny vermin, or whatever it's called. Oh, you only opened 1? Losers. King of Vermin, I believe, was it? Whatever it was, it absolutely wrecked that run. I don't think I beat Hades after that. God, you guys are such an... Why did I send you guys over here? You're an inefficient squad. And then something happened similar to that, now I'm forbidden. Yeah, no, because I was playing DMC3, and I was on the Nevin fight, and she was like, oh, I hope the Nevin fight goes well, and then I died to Nevin on easy. I was playing easy. She killed me because she got me in her stupid fucking, kiss trap move. And I didn't have any devil trigger to break out of it, and so I died. And I was very upset. I think this guy should be stuck in the wall now, so... Hopefully Marth doesn't die. Kind of wanted to see if Astrum could kill that guy with his vibrant thing, but oh, Transrite only has 1 left. Who's the most impregnable man from every Fire Emblem? The last trance, right? I think, okay. From Shadow Dragon so far, I feel like Marth is the most impregnable man. Impregnatable man. Who are we giving that to for? Sure. Oh, I didn't really think that through, did I? Who's even in Shadows of Valentia anymore? Zeke. Xander is so impregnable. I'm gonna give it to Zeke. Blonde paladins really are just kind of blanket impregnable. You know, I did the submissive and breedable blonde Fire Emblem men tier list. That actually might be a good indicator. All of the men in FE Fates get impreg though? Hell yeah, they do. Screw it. End turn. Because we're definitely gonna have to reset because of Merrick over here. Alfred, you're so right. You're so right. I think I've even written a fanfic about that. Let's see. Oh, that was a good level up. Too bad you're probably gonna lose it. Did what? Yeah. When I say I have an AO3 account, that is not a joke. I can't physic, the enemy phase is still going on, Kaiser. Oh, Lynn, you better not get a magic growth and I have to reset. God damn it. Yeah, I really should have done is I should have. That was an exact kill. It's okay. We're fine. We can do it. Okay, must be a blacksmith shop with all of the irony. Haha, you're so funny, Christian. Am I still supposed to be laughing at your jokes, or are you done with that depression arc? Why did you get strength? What are you gonna use that for? What are you gonna use that for, Merrick? I think strength helps with weight, does it? Okay, most impregnable man in genealogy. I just have depression and sometimes it's worse on random days. Sorry, I didn't really know how. Episode? Sigurd? Yeah, Sigurd is pretty impregnable. I feel like we can divide it based on Gen 1 and Gen 2. Cause like Sigurd, sure. I'm gonna throw Hullen in as I'm gonna throw his name in the ring for impregnable. Yes, no, maybe. And Shannon, obviously. Those are probably my, like, top 3. Sigurd would probably get a burn. God. It was so nice when you missed that last turn, Mr. Doler Mage. speed minus weapon rate, weight minus strength. Okay, I did not know that factored into the calculation. And she didn't get a magic growth. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I say would happen? Five. Who's the most impregnatable man in 5? Honestly, might be said. Finn, that's a good one. But if Finn's the most impregnatable man in 5, is he not also one of the most impregnatable man in 4? Gen 2, of course. Oh, Palisade! Thank you for... Or no, not Palisade's not raiding. Blue Ocean's raiding. Thank you for the raid. Too many dang archers. I'm sure there's a story behind that one. Arvis is the Mpreg before. Going good! He mothers harder in FE5 than FE4, that's true. We're talking about the most impregnatable man from each Fire Emblem. So, I threw Hullen in for FE4, Gen 1. Sigurd was also thrown around. And then Shannon. And then in 5, Finn is very single mother coded. That is true. I also appreciate how you heard me say that and didn't immediately run screaming. Thank you, Raiders. And let's see. Oh, I threw Zeke around for SOV. FE6 Marcus, but not FE7. Interesting thought. I'm curious to know what your logic is there. I can't just keep cuck spearing up death with Sita. We gotta mix it up. The worst part is that this isn't the first Fire Emblem Mpreg I witnessed this week. Wait, who else did it? I gotta know. I gotta know who's stepping in on my turf. Oh, Marth is also from FE1 and 2, or 3. I slightly hesitated when I saw the Raiders, but decided to just embrace the stream's energy. I don't want to waste Cuck Spear, but I don't want to waste Dragon Pike either. I'm part of an Arcanean server by the user O-Block. Okay. And they were discussing the Fire Emblem Mpreg. I'm like pretty sure everyone involved in this raid has been to this stream before. They should know what to expect. They have an Ostrom Mpreg emote on Discord. Yo! Shout out! Speaking of shouting out, I didn't do a shout out. Hold on. See if that works. There we go. Ostrom is not my favorite for mystery crimes. Oh no. But he's very blonde, and I like that a lot. Wow, that does not do enough damage. Okay, never mind. What does he do in New Mystery that's a crime? Oh, I've also floated Sed as very impregnable from 5. We haven't done 6 yet. Who's like the most baby girl in 6? Rutger, maybe? How do we feel about Rutger, Empreg? Mm-hmm. Syos from FE5, by the way. Syos would be pretty impregnable. I'm blanking on a lot of FE6 characters right now. We also floated Marcus, but only FE6 Marcus, not FE7 Marcus. Navarre's probably my favorite character in the Arcaneus saga. Like, 5 characters are given actual characters across the duology, so I just find that one the coolest. So is that who you're putting forth as your name for the most impregnatable man? I mean, I just want to clarify. FE6 is tough. I don't know the characters well enough. Yeah, I've got to play it again. No, well... That just kind of seemed to be the implication. I zoned out and thought we were talking about favorite characters. No. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. A lot of people's most impregnatable characters probably also their favorite. Okay, FE7 though, I can't explain, but it's Canas. Genuinely, you are so valid for that. I was probably gonna go with Canas or Pent. Strike my name from the record, cut this out! Don't air this! It's already on the air. What do you think live means? Pent is a go, right? Lucius or Raven, one of them in their relationship. That's so true. I feel like, I feel like if Lucius and Raven were to have children, like, my instinct is that Lucius would be the one to carry them, but I feel like Raven would do it just to be a bro. You know what I mean? He'd be like, no, sweetie. I don't want you to go through the pain of childbirth. I'll do it. I present Dart just because a lot of men in the pirate boat would probably have a child. See, this just makes me think that Dart is gonna become like the pirate ship bicycle. Fergus would make a great baby daddy, though. Like, shout out. Alright, we can use the last trans right. I mean, Lucius and Raven is just Proto-Soren and Ike if Lucius was a loner, yeah. Alright, everybody, the trans right has broken. So you're gonna do, like, 19 the Worm Slayer, I think? 17. And if I were to use Aura with you, you would 15. So 15 and 17, that's more than 29, right? Welcome to America, where we have no more trans right. God, I hate it here. What if we just, like... No, I'm not gonna say that, actually. Write that from the record. What if we just, yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of contenders in 8, or sorry, in 7 for baby girl pregnant. Could have done Lind last so she get more XP for I did Lind first because I wanted, I didn't want Astrum to get hit. Oh good, we got another Master Seal for Abel. Hot take, it would be Hector getting pregnant. That is not a hot take at all in my mind. You're so right. He's a girl dad, yeah. Actually based. I even had, when we were talking about, the, Hector Elliewood support, I even had that whole rant about, like, pregnancy dreams. And how, like, Hector and Elliewood are obviously pregnant at the same time, and Hector had their pregnancy dream for them. Because he has that, like, his C support is that whole thing about how he dreamed about how Elliewood and him had kids. And, like, Elliewood's son was, like, trying to get with his daughter. Right? You just enough Master Seals for the majority of your useful units by endgame. Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, Hector's a good contender for most impregnatable man. I don't feel about Fire Emblem 8. I feel like, the blonde bimbo Christmas Cav. Seth. Oh, you're so right. I'm pretty sure I had extra Master Seal play endgame when I played. Dope. Ephraim's gotta be near their top. Yeah. Of course. Hot take, Sale. Sale is so big-brained. Where is the secret shop on this map, by the way? I'll just hand Minerva the VIP card and send her to wherever it is. Not a bimbo, he's just an artiste and a himbo. Close enough. I really like dumb men. I think they're great. We will do the impregnable men tier list after this, I promise. Upper part behind the throne between the torches, got it. Like dom men or dumb men? MB. The sillier, the better. That's a lie, you seem to strive in bullying me. Did you just call yourself dumb? It's clearly the bottom to loot's top. Okay, what about 9 and 10? Or, yeah, 9 and 10. So, in 10... Ranulph, I could see getting pregnant. Okay, like, here's my Tellius rare pair for the day. Skrymir and Ranulph. I think they're funny. I like them. Soren, Ike, and Ranulph just have, like, a pregnancy polycule, I guess. Who has the master key again? It's Barst, right? Janaf, if you remember them. Janaf. Intellius? I'm sorry, I know who we're talking about, but my brain is like conjuring Jafar for some reason. Oh, right, yes, okay. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Oh my god, Raisin also super impregnatable. Maybe each, like, species could have one. Like of the hawks, it's Jannath. Of the herons, it's all of them. Of the ravens, we only really have Naysala and Nayluchi, right? My real answer is Raphael. Yanaf? Okay, well. I feel like all of the herons are just inherently breedable, so, you know. Swarm. I did not know you had Swarm. Oh, that's gonna be... Oh, that's what saving's for. It's pronounced Yana. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, we were at that. For the cats, it's Ranulf. Though I could see Skrimir getting pregnant, too. Stefan, I think, is You're so right. That man's just out in the desert. What's he doing out there? Somebody come knock him up. Ina's already pregnant by Radiant Dawn. Isn't she pregnant for, like, the entire time? Like, both games? God, that would suck to be pregnant for that long. It's like a multi-year endeavor. Nobody's got time for that. I asked my girlfriend who she thinks the most impregnable man in Fire Emblem is, and she said Marth. Your girlfriend is so based. I just look at him! I mean, come on. Ito, where'd you went? No, just Radiant Dawn, because her husband, how to say his name? Ashnard's Dragon during all of Path of Radiance. Yeah, that means she would have had to get pregnant before Path of Radiance, right? So she's pregnant for both of the games. Because he got kidnapped before Path of Radiance even started. Which, just for the record, that's so fucked up! Ashnard was just like, ah, yes, you will be my mount. And he just did it. Fucking psychopath behavior. He is the worst. He should get pregnant. I think it would be amusing. You get a strength growth, Sita? Ah. Oh yeah, the Cuck Spear is like everything right now. Listen, I support Mpreg rights, and I also support Mpreg wrongs. Barst is eating all of the strength level ups. Pregnant Black Knight then? Obviously. And the little twink heron that knocked him up. Get him pregnant too. What's an Mpreg wrong? When evil men get Mpregged, I guess. Alright, Cain. Then Abel can maybe off. Oh god. Please, no one knock up Oliver. No, we're putting Oliver in, like, a bubble. You know those, like, clean bubbles? We're putting Oliver in a bubble and no one's ever allowed to touch him. He's like the worst combination of evil and creepy. Like, look, you can be one or you can be the other, but you can't be both. Actually, don't be either, ideally. But if you're gonna be any of them, only be one at a time. We're putting him in a vacuum-sealed straitjacket and dropping him in a river. Yeah. I really do think that's the best course of action for him. He tried to impregnate the herons. How are these guys gonna get to me? They have to go all the way around? That's hilarious. Why even bother? Okay, we got hung up on that. Let's see, FE 11 and 12 are just Marth again. Marth games, I mean. I think he tried to get impregnated by the herons. Oh god. It didn't work, whatever he was trying to do. Let's see, 13, so Awakening. Who's getting pregnant in Awakening? Prom, strong contender. Lonk. Lonk could be a good one. Libra feels kind of obvious. Gregor, I could see that. Lonk, definitely, yeah. Let's see. Kinda wanna see what Merrick's gonna do on this guy. Nothing, great. Love you, Merrick. Does this give him like a crap ton of res or something? Henry's good. Henry would probably do like weird science experiments on himself while he's pregnant. Like, just for the hell of it. Alright, where's Sita? I'm gonna need... Where are the other men in Awakening? I don't even remember. Basilio by Flavia? Nice. Rom canonically gets empregged because him and Robin are the only men who have children tied to... That is so true. Does that mean Robin can also get empregged? You know, if we just assume, male Robin in this scenario. There's the farm guy, Donald. Robin absolutely gets empregged, yep. Canonically is a generous term. Got Vake, Kellum, Robin, Donald, and Virion. Vake I could see getting pregnant. Who cares about Kellum? Robin, yes. Donald, eh. Virion, I don't like him enough to get him pregnant. Guess we'll just wait for those guys to walk around here. Are you being mean to Kellum? Does anyone even remember who that is? How do you explain Lucina? Village maiden truthers. The village maiden was just a beard, let's be real. Kellum is the knight that doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm playing into the joke. $14 times 2. How much will Cuckspear do? 8. That would leave him with like 1 HP. Okay, we go in with E. Witless human, none defy a mage dragon and live to speak of it. Says the guy who doesn't even have 2 range. Oh, is this the Engage Marth Paralog map? I didn't even notice that, is it? Been a hot second since I played Engage. Can Kane kill him with Wormslayer? I have no idea. I honestly think Sully would get pregnant by Stall, oddly enough. It is, oh. mean, Astrom's the one holding on to the Worm Slayer right now. Frederick definitely M-preg. I feel like every single one of these conversations is just gonna turn into us saying everybody should get pregnant. I'm not paying attention to the actual gameplay at all. This conversation is too important. I feel like that's kind of been the theme of all of my Shadow Dragon streams, is that we all just start making jokes about M-preg or whatever, and then nobody actually pays attention to the gameplay because it doesn't require that much attention to be paid to it, if I'm being honest. He would... Okay, sure, we can give Kane the kill, Kaiser. Assuming he doesn't miss like a loser. Yeah? I stand corrected, but you still lack the power to defeat Medius. Uh-huh. Aversa impregnates Gangrel, but via magic and without touching him becomes Gangrel. Okay, we already kind of talked about, like, everybody in FE14 gets pregnant. But I am still curious if anyone has any strong opinions. I saw Xander floated earlier as an extremely impregnatable man from there. Personally, I love a good Takumi M-preg. Leo's a good option. All of the Nors. The Norians, really. Ryoma doesn't really feel like he would get M-pregged, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't want to see it happen. Male Corin, because he can carry both his and Azura's child. Sweet home Alabama, let's go. Wait, where was the secret shop again? It was behind the throne room, between those two thingies? Or behind the throne? Right here? 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 What am I looking for? More up? Here? Oh, there it is, okay. Make a save just in case this goes horribly wrong. Agro and Saizo would compete to get each other pregnant. I actually would like to... Convoy... I forgot to sell the bullion before I started. And then trade that to Riva, I guess. So she can sell it, so I'll have more money. Hi, Anna. What'll it be today? What do you got? Killing Edge, Worm Slayer, Killer Lance, Dragon Pike, Killer Axe, Pole Axe, Killer Bow, Longbow. So I cannot buy, just to be clear, I can't buy an infinite number of stat boosters. Disappointing. I'll buy another Worm Slayer and Dragon Pike, I guess. And a Longbow, maybe? Just for fun. Okay. Alright. What are we on now? 15, 16, 16. 3 houses. Most impregnatable character in 3 houses. My vote goes to Dimitri von Fire Emblem. I have written too many fanfics about that for that not to be my pick. And if anybody says Lorenz, Hellman, Gloucester, I'm gonna end stream. Gilbert, that's worse! Ah! Felix Sylvain, I agree there. I've written a lot of Felix Mpreg, too, that I didn't finish and I never will, so... Godspeed to everybody who was waiting on that update. I think I have like 5 in-progress fanfics right now that are just never getting done. So, you know. The fuck would even touch Lorenz's Karen? I really should just, like, mark them as complete and put a big old never getting finished on them at this point. I got sick of one, because Mitra Alexandre Blavid is very impregnatable, but only after he loses his eye. That's so valid. He does get more baby girl the more beat up he gets. Yeah, I got sick of the one Felix Sylvain fic because I was writing it as Felix gets pregnant, but he doesn't want the kid. Because Felix just doesn't strike me as the kind of character who would love kids. And I kept getting a bunch of comments that were like, oh, well, I can't wait for him to have the kid and fall in love with it and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, ugh, that's not what I wanted. I'm just gonna go write something else. Ferdinand could get pregnant. I could see that. Ferdinand is like real girl dad energy for me. Okay, okay, I did this before I was streaming, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't know about it, but when I was on Tumblr more, when Three Houses came out, I came up with a very intricate Omegaverse-based world-building thing for, like, all of Three Houses. So, like, all of the characters have kids, and their kids have relationship with them. I have an entire Sims 4 file dedicated to this, even. Because I have a problem. Let's proceed to the next chapter. Marth, any word? Have you found your family? Your sister? If Nemesis gets pregnant, he might actually be relevant and important. Rhea could get him pregnant. I believe in her. My sister was taken by Garneth. She's no longer here. And my mother is dead, slain by that Dolorean dragon. Marth, I'm truly sorry. I thought there would be some part of my old life I would be coming back to. I fought so hard. Got the walls and stuff. That's same, I think. Fought wonderfully. Sire, might I have a moment? All the moments you want, Malladus. What is it? Your people have gathered outside the castle. They're overjoyed to be free again, sire, and would like very much to see their prince. Alright then, I'll go at once. Marth, perhaps you should let that wait, just until you're able to share their joy with them. We could send someone in your stead. No, that would not do. Today is a momentous day for my kingdom and my people. I must celebrate with them now, not later. Anything else would be a disservice to those who died to save Altea. Really made me realize how utterly useless Nemesis is the final antagonist. He's not totally useless. We got a Claude power of friendship speech out of it, I guess. Oh, and just for impregnatable men in Engage, Kagetsu, Seadoll, Alfred. I'm a prince before I'm a son or a brother. Come, Malladus, let's go greet my people. Wow. Look at the yaoi hands on that guy. Holy, look at them. His hand is huge. Look at that mitt. Am I crazy? Like, that is a yaoi hand, right? Now we have to wait a year to find out the most impregnatable man in Fortune's Weave. Yeah. So if we go by spin-offs, Daros, really impregnatable. Anyways, thus Altea was liberated. Its people, ragged from years of Dorian tyranny, scrambled to the castle and flocked beneath its walls, eager to celebrate what, for many, would be remembered as the happiest day of their lives. They clapped each other on the back and laughed, and when Marth, their prince, appeared up above, they saluted their hero with a thunderous cheer. Glory to Marth, our Prince of Light! Glory to our star and savior! Marth smiled down at his people and waved. The great commander's last victory of the day was commanding his tears not to flow. Aww. That's a fanfiction. Daros does have stay-at-home parent vibes, right? For Goto to create the magic that could defeat Garneth, he needed 2 orbs, the light sphere and the star sphere. Oh, and then the last chapter was like light and star. Okay, I got it. Marth and company set off to Jasmir and the Fane of Raman to find them. But in their path stood a cohort of Grustian knights known as the Sable Order. Camus is also really impregnatable. Wait, I kind of said that actually, because I said Zeke. Okay, shout out. The bridges across the strait would soon be choked with the brave and the dead. Okay. No, I said Zeke was really impregnatable, and I'm not kidding. I forgot that he and Camus were the same person until just now. Alright, I think that's probably enough unhinged vibes while we're playing the game, at least. Give me a second. I'm gonna get the tier list set up. We gotta do there's a couple of housekeeping items on the tier list, right? So, first things first, let me get it up. Series from FE3 is also very impressive. Haha. I wonder why Zeke changed his name to Sirius, especially since he seems to remember being Camus and chooses to keep his identity secret after taking Conrad's mask. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta make sure it's properly set up. Okay. Sure, it's not weird shit on Google Docs myself or something. Okay, so first things first, we gotta clean up the hotness tier list. So we're just gonna finish this right now, I think. We were kind of doing it as people showed up, but we've got basically everyone, and then I can close this tab on my Google. Okay, so I'm thinking, what's his face? Jake from State Farm. B, Blondie. A, Samson. S, Zane. How old is Zane? Do I put Zane in the child tier? That's what I need to know. Nagi's like a hard S. Eye patch guy. I'm gonna let my Gilf bias show A. And Elise, honestly, S. S, there you go. Zane is old enough, don't worry, okay? Zane's a dragon, all you need to know. B. Goto. C. There we go. This is our hotness tier list. I'm pretty satisfied with it, actually. Goto's S. I'm sorry! I like grizzled gilfs, not like old wizard gilfs, okay? And then... Hold on, actually, let me set this up again. Pop back that screen. Are we just doing, like, every single game all at once? Because I can get behind that. We're just gonna do Shadow Dragon, New Mystery, SOV, Genius. Let's see. Best how's it? Where's the rest of Fates? It says Fates Neutral, Fates Conquest, and then 3 house. Oh, there's Birthright. I'm not doing the extras. Do I do Warriors? Might as well. Not doing any of the fan games. I haven't played those. Wow, this is gonna be so many characters. Alright. Alright. Oh, did I accidentally click to the Thracia stream? My bad. I meant to go back to the DS one. Okay, oh, we gotta change these tier lists up. And what's our F tier? Oh, damn it. I was lit with fire. Alright, it's a little bit harsh for an F tier. But I feel like it makes sense. So... let's see... oh. That explains why I can't see that. Okay, well anyways. This might be a little bit complicated because I'm not entirely sure that I will recognize every single character on here. I'm actually also gonna make a time. Put this out of the VOD and post it separately. Of